Hi everyone, welcome back to another of my videos. Welcome back all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So this is the set that I'm going to create in today's video. I am only going to show one of the hands being done. I have already applied my clear base and my own XXL no curve C tips. So excuse the cuticles, I am not intending to keep this set on, and I haven't had any nails on and I have picked so bad, so sorry. So I'm starting out as usual. All the products I'm going to be using is from Glitterbels, and I'm starting off with hot chocolate. So the little finger is going to be an ombre, so I'm going to move on to the next finger and I'm going to let that hot chocolate start to cure. The reason I do that is because I definitely prefer the transition colour not to blend in with the previous colour. I like it to ombre over it. So moving on now to the ring finger, and I'm going in again with some more of that hot chocolate, and I'm going to create a line of this down the center, down one side of the nail. So I'm just going to work in sections because I do have my little studio quite warm today, so I don't want anything to cure as soon as I've popped it on the nails. So as you can see, I'm just bit by bit just placing the next bead on and then blending it into the previous bead until I reach the free edge. So hot chocolate is one of those acrylic powders that tend to hold the monomer. It's not one of the ones that when you place it on the nails and you don't drain out your brush, it kind of floods everywhere. It kind of stays where you place it, and then you have to push and pat it into where you want it to go. Now that I'm happy I've got enough of the hot chocolate on, I'm going to go ahead and cap it in the glass slippers, and then that way I can file and shape it and make a nice crisp edge, so whenever I put the next colour up to it, it's going to be nice and crisp. So I will come back to the middle finger and use my hand file just to crisp that up once it's cured. So moving on now to the middle finger, and this is going to be a marble nail, and I'm going to use The three colours I'm going to be using: the hot chocolate, In the Buff and Rust Shimmer. So just to start off my marble, I'm going in with all three of those colours just up at the cuticle area, just to get that cuticle area nice and filled completely with colour. And then I'll just blend that down the rest of the nail, and then I can go back in now with my wet beads and create my marble nail. So as you've seen there with the first set of the marble beads that I did there, I placed on 3 wet beads of the In the Buff, now the Rust Shimmer, and then the hot chocolate. Then I'm using the tip of my brush just to glide through all 3 of those colours and drag it upwards and downwards just to mix those colours together. So I'm going to do that down the rest of the nail just using the 3 bead method. And if I feel that there's any area that needs filled in with a certain colour, I'll just go in and place that colour where it's needed. So on this marble nail, I haven't popped on any of the glitter, the pumpkin or the Christmas cracker, because I've used Rust Shimmer, which gives a little hint of shimmer there. So moving on now to the pointer finger, and I'm going in with the Rust Shimmer. I'm starting up at the cuticle area, just making sure that I have it nice and neat and it's not flooding into the cuticle on my side walls. And then I'll just blend it down. I'm going to bring it down into a diagonal pattern and just start to feather it out. In now with Christmas cracker, which is perfect for this time of the year and also Christmas, because it has all those reddy, goldy, bronzy colours through it, so it goes perfect with this set. So now I'm going to go in after this with some clear glass slippers from Glitterbels, and I'm just going to put on a very, very thin layer of the glass slippers because I want to encapsulate some maple leaves. And the little maple leaves that I'm going to be using are available on my website, and I will put the link in my description box below. So I'm only placing a little bit of the glass slippers on at a time. As I said, my little studio is very warm and the acrylic will cure quite quick. So while it is still wet, I'm just using my brush to pick up those maple leaves, and I'm just placing them onto the wet acrylic. Then I'll go over it with some more of the glass slippers just to fully encapsulate them and make sure that there's nothing sticking out, and I'm not going to lose any of the shape of them once I go in to do my filing and shaping. So back to the little finger now, and in with more of that rust shimmer to do my transition colour. So I love ombreing with colours like this, the darker colours. I just think they ombre so well, and it's just so easy. It makes our life so much easier. I do also love to ombre with the green shades. I think they ombre really well as well. So now that I've popped that rust shimmer over the hot chocolate, I'm going to go in with some more of the Christmas cracker, and I'm just going to push that up around my cuticle and side walls, and then just feather it down over the rust shimmer. Then just to finish off the little finger, I'm going in with some of this gorgeous pumpkin. This is absolutely gorgeous, this colour, and the camera really doesn't do it justice. Even to have this in all your nails would be absolutely fab. It is so, oh, it's just so glittery. I love it. So moving on now to the thumbnail, and I'm going in with some more of the rust shimmer. So I'm going to do something very similar to what I did on the pointed finger, although I am going to add a lot more of the maple leaves and maybe not quite as much of the glitter. And I'm definitely not bringing it down as far because I want to really have quite a lot of those maple leaves on that can just be seen through the glass of the nail tips. So this is the little set that I'm using for the maple leaves. As I said, this is available to purchase on my website. It does have loads of other colours on it. You've got your silvers, your golds, your rainbows, there's rose gold, there's loads of colours to choose from, and it's perfect definitely for this time of year. And of course you'll find the link to them in the description box below. So then in with pumpkin, again just along that diagonal line, just to add a little bit of glitter. So to apply the maple leaves, again I'm going to go in with just small bits of the glass slippers, just section by section, and then picking up those little maple leaves and placing them on separately. So with this, I really want the clear of the tips to be able to show through. I want it to be like a glass nail, but with the maple leaves on top of it. So after I placed on all the little maple leaves, I decided to put a little bit of the Christmas cracker glitter, which is the thinner glitter. I decided just to pop some of that in between the maple leaves, and now I'm going to go over and encapsulate the whole nail. So back now to the ring finger, and I'm going to go in with my hand file. I'm using my Glitterbels metal board file, and I'm just going to crisp up that line of hot chocolate. So now that I have that all done, I'm going to go in with the gorgeous pumpkin. And this is where you'll really get to see just how gorgeous this colour is, especially up against the hot chocolate. while I'm going to wait on the pumpkin just curing a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap the rest of the nails in the glass slippers. So the reason I waited on it curing a little bit, I didn't want, whenever I was capping the nail, for any of the pumpkin to transfer onto the hot chocolate. So because I have already capped the hot chocolate before I put the pumpkin on, I only need to cap this side of it. So now that all the nails have been capped and they've been cured, I'm going to go ahead and do my normal filing routine. So because I am filing my own nails, you can see I am trying to give my nails as much support as possible whenever I'm doing my side walls. I do also use a little armrest, and that just helps to support my nail whenever I'm filing on one side. So my normal filing routine, I usually start at the side walls and make sure they're nice and straight. Then I'll go to the lower arch and make sure that's nice and straight, followed by the free edge. And then once I have all of those nice and straight, I go ahead and file over the rest of the nail. So when I'm doing the sidewalls and the free edge, I usually am using my Glitterbels metal board file, but whenever I'm filing over the rest of the nails, I swap over just to a regular board file, just to give me that little bit more of flexibility. So as you can see, I am using my little armrest just to help support that, that nail whenever I'm doing the sides of them. So after I've finished with the hand file, I am going in with my 5-in-1 fine e-file bit. Again, this is available on my website. So I use this to get my cuticles nice and flush and sealed, and then I can go over the rest of the nail as well, just making sure there's no obvious lumps and bumps. Then once I'm happy with the shape, I know there's no lumps and bumps and it's nice and symmetrical, I will finish off with my buffer just to make it nice and smooth. So once I finished the rest of the filing and shaping off camera, I also applied my top coat off camera as well. But here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. And for those of you that haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and help support me and my channel. And I will be back with a Halloween set. So take care. See you soon. Bye.